Holy shit! I liked Ghost, honestly. It wasn't a bad Call of Duty. Like, overall gameplay, the game wasn't bad. I mean, I'd rather play that than IW or AW.
It was a different time, a different enemy. 60 men from Tier 1 teams were sent to face down a force of 500 enemy fighters. Their objective? To force the enemy back from a civilian hospital and keep its occupants alive. For 3 days they held their ground, but the enemy's numbers were too great. The 60 were cut down to 15. They wouldn't last another night, and the enemy knew it. Under the cover of darkness, they evacuated the hospital, sending only one of their own to lead the way. The rest returned to the line and took up positions beneath the bodies of their fallen brothers. As they lay in wait, the blood from the dead poured over them. The sand stuck to their skin like a shroud, changing them, anointing them. When the enemy drew near, the remaining 14 rose out of the desert sand. They were like hunters that couldn't be seen, using stealth their enemies couldn't defend against. When the men ran dry of ammunition, they used their blades. And when the blades ran dull, they used their hands. When the dust and sand had settled, only one of the enemy had survived. He was picked up in the desert, wandering aimlessly, traumatized. He expressed warnings to others of a force so menacing and unbeatable, it could only be described as supernatural. He called them ghosts.
We are going to be taking a look at one of the most, if not the most underrated Call of Duty game ever, Call of Duty Ghost. This was probably without a shadow of a doubt the best game I've ever played, honestly. I was getting good at it, I was getting decent, I used to do gameplays on it. But we're going to find out what exactly happened and why it fell off the face of the earth after several years. It's been 5 years since that game came out. Ghost received general positive reviews from critics.
Back in 2013, when this bad boy originally released on the Xbox 360, the PS3, the Xbox One, and the PS4, the community was split, not only in opinions about this game, but also in player base. I mean, there were so many people that have yet switched over to the Xbox One or the PS4 that a majority of the player base still remained on the last-gen console. I was in the same boat, at least at first. Originally, when Ghost came out, I couldn't stand playing it, but after prestiging a couple of times and getting to learn the ins and outs of every single weapon, it really did grow on me.
With most praising its multiplayer gameplay and introduction of the new game mode Extinction, it was lacking in criticizing for a single player campaign, rehashing from familiar concepts like from older Call of Duties, general lack of innovation and storyline ending. It had no other ties to the other Call of Duty. Call of Duty Ghosts at the time was regarded as maybe one of the most loved and hated games of all time because of the weird minuscule multiplayer infrastructures that were added to the game. Big maps. I mean, the big maps were alright. I love the innovation that they did with like making it movable. You can move the objects, explode them, make things fall down, do weird different things with the maps. That was like probably the best part, but overall the multiplayer was okay. I mean, I actually enjoyed the multiplayer. I was actually pretty decent. I had most everything on there. The chem strikes, the weapons, everything was kind of balanced. The snipers were okay. They could have added a couple more snipers, but what exactly happened to Call of Duty Ghosts? Like, where did it fall off?
Okay, so if you've been watching my videos for the past few weeks, you know, like, I got the Red Ring of Death a few weeks ago, and then my Xbox kept freezing a few days ago. We're gonna play your shitty-ass game, okay? If you ever think I'm gonna pay $60 for this piece of shit, you're crazy. I went to GameStop, bought it for $5, okay? I'll tell you right now, there is one thing about this game that's amazing. Sit down, first shot of the day, dead. There is one thing about this game that's amazing. Ready? This is it right here.
Hello! I've been expecting you. I myself am a member of an elite ghost squad known as the Dangling Banana Man.
Where are the enemies at? Where are the enemies at?
I have no fucking idea.
We gotta hide, okay? They're gonna see us. Did you watch the game last night? No, but I think I see someone.
Holy shit!
Oh, get out of your fucking spawn!
He was laying down on top of it.
I know.
He was laying down on top of C4, and it didn't blow him up. I found him. Boom! Shaka!
Next up, I think gun customization was spot on in this game. I had a lot of freedom with attachments. I had a lot of freedom with optical choices, with different optics, mind you, different inside the optics. Like they have 100 different red dot or ACOG sights and that sort of stuff. The ability to have 2 attachments pretty much all the time was...
Alright, well, there you guys have it. Story of kind of what happened to Call of Duty Ghost. It fell off because not a lot of people really supported it. The developers of the game, Treyarch, didn't really support it as much because I guess they just like thought it was good and done and they just didn't put any more work into it. Overall, it has mixed opinions. So with what you saw in the video, I just gathered some people's information, put them together, and then showed you why either people love it or either people hate it. So anyways, what do you think? What do you think happened to Call of Duty Ghost, and what could have been done to improve the game a little bit more? Let me know down in the comments below. If you'd like me to do more on this, on a series like MW2 or older Call of Duties like this, I will try to do more research and get more information on them and do a little bit of a better job. This is just a test, see how it will do. If you like it, leave a thumbs up, comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 700 subscribers. Peace, my guys.